Greetings, YouTube. One of my subscribers, BlazikenMaster, has asked me a number of questions. So I have written them out as reference, and I'm going to answer them for him in a video response, which he also requested. First question is, what is my favorite movie? And that would be Blade Runner. And I did a review of that on this channel, and I actually got a video response from Rutger Hauer himself, which is my greatest geek moment of my entire life. As to why I love Blade Runner, there are any number of reasons. It's the look, it's the acting, it's the writing, it's the iconic imagery of the film. It's simply one of the greatest works of science fiction that has ever been put on the big screen. And I cherish it every time I see it. I'm glad we have it. Second question, worst film that I have ever seen, ever been made? Well, I haven't seen all films. For example, I've never actually seen the movie Battlefield Earth. I hear it's really, really bad, and I have to agree. If it's anything based on just the clips I've seen, it's pretty horrible. And Manos Hand of Fate, which is a wonderfully horrible film that has been done by the Mystery Science 3000 crew as a spoof, as they riff on it, is horrible. If you haven't seen Manos Hand of Fate, get the MST3K version and watch it. Don't just watch it directly on your own. It is just excruciatingly painful. But those two aren't my worst films. I think the worst film for me would be Showgirls. Now, that might be a little strange because Showgirls is often viewed as a kind of so bad it's good kind of movie. I don't think it's so bad it's good. I just think it's bad. And it's because of the writing, the acting, directing, the editing choices. It's visually stunning in many ways. It's a film about really attractive women being naked. That right there should say, this movie will be good. Because I love naked women. But it is so bad that no amount of really attractive naked women will compensate, will make up for the really horrible aspects that is so much of the rest of it. Everything is just so horrible. I don't recommend you watching it, not even as a lark, not even when you're drunk. Don't do it. It's just a bad film, folks. Favorite genre. If you look at some of my favorite films, I would have to say science fiction and drama would pretty much be my favorite genres, or a combination thereof. But I have favorite films in many genres. I love westerns. In fact, I just picked up a copy of John Wayne's The Cowboys this past weekend. I can't wait to watch it. I haven't seen it in years. I enjoy the odd musical. I don't like professional sports at all. I consider professional sports to be one of the great wastes of time in our culture. But I love sports movies. Major League is wonderful. It's just the perfect baseball movie. So I don't know if I can nail myself down to one specific genre. It's hard. There's comedy. There's spy movies. There's all kinds of things, and they can be appreciated in their own right, in their own light, in many ways. The second and fourth question is not a film related. It's asking what of my opinion about firearms, pistols, specifically. And I am fully in support of everyone who is a law-abiding citizen owning firearms. I fully believe in the Second Amendment in the United States. I have no idea what kind of rights that you have in whatever countries you live in. Write in and tell me, what kind of firearm rights do you have where you live? But I also agree with BlazikenMaster that people should be trained properly, because in the hands of someone that doesn't know what they're doing, they can be very dangerous. And they need to make sure that they're properly secured, properly prevented from falling into the hands of children. There are responsibilities with firearm ownership, and I think that far too many people do not live up to those responsibilities, which is kind of sad. And the last question is, what do I think of BlazikenMaster himself? Well, I always find your videos entertaining. I don't watch all of them, I freely admit this. But when I do, They make me smile. You have a wonderful love and dedication to films, which is refreshing. It's great when someone has a harmless obsession and they completely throw themselves into it. I appreciate that. My obsession is weapons and role-playing games, neither of which would ever cause me any problems, and so I don't mind if I'm a little bit obsessed about them. And being obsessed about movies is, I think, acceptable as well. Everyone has to have something that they're into. And you are dedicated to films, and I appreciate the effort that you put into them. I appreciate the dedication you have to the entire genre of that media. It's charming.